where selfish actually lives. It's not the decision, it's the execution. When I sit in the seat of the observer, I've witnessed the internal struggle when making decisions to meet my own needs. How to measure my needs against the impact they may have on other people, as well as the fear of being labeled self-centered or selfish. As my internal architecture strengthened, I've been able to make these types of decisions with more and more ease. I can now identify my own needs, make decisions, and take action. Part of that is the acknowledgement of cost. There is always a cost. The observer method defines cost as neutral information, not a moral judgment, but an acknowledgement that every decision requires something from you, from your body, your emotional states, your thought and meaning-making. A choice may be personal in origin, but we don't live and move through life in isolation. Every decision we make impacts the people around us. This came into focus this week when a colleague and I were discussing a situation at work. A subtenant had notified us they were moving and left the next day. No month's notice, and we found out later that everyone else had known for weeks. When I said it was poorly handled, my colleague pushed back. He said the subtenant was allowed to make decisions about his business, that the tenancy no longer suited him. He framed it as a business decision. But the moment another person carries the cost of your choice, you're in relational territory. The label on the relationship doesn't change that. I stopped him there. My issue was never with the decision. Making choices to meet your own needs is always valid. Always. The issue was the execution. It didn't acknowledge the cost, the impact on the people around him, or act accordingly. It lacked integrity. It lacked maturity. It was self-centered. It was selfish. In this situation, the cost was present across all three. Cognitively, identifying the need, making the decision, planning the move. Emotionally, the discomfort of communicating an ending to the people directly affected. Somatically, the tension that lives in avoided conversations, in things unsaid. Integrity is the acknowledgement of impact and the willingness to move accordingly. You're allowed to leave a tenancy, but there are things you do. You give appropriate notice. You tell the people directly affected first. That is internal architecture working as it should, knowing what you need, acting on it, and honoring the cost to the people around you. The decision to leave? Sound. The execution? Everyone else was told. The person with the most direct consequence was told last. The next day, the tenancy was vacant. That's where the integrity failed. Selfish is not the person who makes decisions based on their needs. Selfish is the person who makes those decisions without acknowledging the cost to the people around them, and without moving with integrity in the execution. The selfishness isn't located in the decision, it's located in the execution. The observer method, the framework behind this platform, is still being finalized. Follow along.